Okay, so chapter 2, first order differential equation. So this is 2.2 integrating factor. So we are going to solve first order differential equation using the integrating factor. So let us go straight away to the first example. Okay, so this is the first example, dy over dx minus 2y over x equal to x squared cos x. So firstly, let us compare this with the standard form. So we have dy over dx plus with bxy equal to qx. So this is something called the standard form. So we have to compare whether do we have them in standard form or not. So in standard form, the coefficient of dy over dx is 1. So compare this with the question, I can see that the coefficient is already 1. So we don't have to divide by anything. And then this one is y. And as we can see, we already have y here. So that means we already have the terms with y, and then on the right hand side there is nothing with y anymore, everything is already in terms of x. Okay, so compare them together, we should be able to see that our px, so if you compare y with y, whatever left that will be our px. So px is negative 2 over x, and your qx is x squared cos of x. So that is the first step. So do make sure coefficient of dy over dx is 1, and then write down what is your px as well as your qx. So second step, we are going to calculate what is the integrating factor. So the formula for integrating factor. So integrating factor normally denoted by v. So v is e integrating px dx. So the px over here is negative 2 over x. So let us substitute. So e integrate negative 2 over x dx. Since we have some constant, let's bring them out. So e negative 2 integrate 1 over x dx. Integrating 1 over x, that will give us a ln. So this is e negative 2 ln of x. Okay, so basically we don't put plus c over here because we are going to integrate them later on. So no c over here. And then you can actually simplify them. But the thing is, you have some number in front of the ln. So bring them up as the power before we simplify. So this is e to the power of ln x to the power of negative 2. And simplify, it will simply be x to the power of negative 2. Okay, so now substitute into the formula. So the formula is vxy equal to integrate vxqx dx. So vx is simply x to the power of negative 2. Y is simply y. Integrate vx is x to the power of negative 2. Qx is x squared cos of x dx. So x to the power of negative 2 is 1 over x squared. Y equal to, so simplify here, we have the same base x and x. So adding the index, that will give us negative 2 plus 2, which is x to the power of 0. And x to the power of 0 is actually 1. So this one is simply integrate cos of x dx. Integrating cos, that will give us sine. So this is sine of x plus with c. And then over here, we still have 1 over x squared y. So making y as the subject. So y is equal to x squared multiply with sine of x plus with c. So since we have something in terms of c, this is also known as the general solution. So this is a general solution. Okay, so let's go to the second example. So we have x dy over dx plus with y equal to x to the power of 4. So let us compare with the standard form. So dy over dx plus with bxy equal to qx. Okay, so the first thing that we should check is the coefficient of dy over dx. So the coefficient of dy over dx is x here. So that means I should divide everything by x first. So change this one. So it will become dy over dx plus with, so y also divided by x equal to x to the power of 4 also divided with x. Okay, so now we already make sure that the coefficient is 1, and this is y, this is also y, So that is okay. On the right hand side, everything is already in terms of x, so this is fine as well. So let us compare both of them to see what is our px as well as our qx. So px, if you compare them, px will be 1 over x. So take out the y, you should be able to see you have 1 over x multiplied with y. So that is px equal to 1 over x. Meanwhile, for the qx, we have x to the power of 4 over x. So this is simply x cubed. Okay, so step 2, let's go to integrating factor. So integrating factor denoted by Vx is E integrate Px dx. So Px is 1 over x, so we got E integrate 1 over x Px. Integrating 1 over x, that will give us ln, so E ln of x. Simplify them, that will simply give us x. Substitute into the formula. So the formula is Vxy equal to integrate Vx qx dx. So Vx, the value is x, y equal to Vx again, x, qx, x cubed dx. So now simplify this one to become x to the power of 4 dx. Integrate x to the power of 4, we can simply use some power rule. So x to the power of 5 over 5 plus with c. So this is x, y. So making y as the subject, I just need to divide by x. So y is equal to x to the power of 5 over x will simply give me x to the power of 4 over 5 plus with c over x. And again, since this question having something with c, this is also a general solution. Okay, so let us do one example with a particular solution. Okay, so basically in particular solution, we do need this initial value here. So what do we mean here? So this inside is the value of x. So x is equal to 0, y is equal to 4. So this is the initial value. So by using this initial value, we can get some particular solution. Okay, so standard form. So we have dy over dx plus with pxy equal to qx. So let us compare with our question. So we got dy over dx equal to 2y plus with e to the power of 2x. So I have dy over dx here. However, I don't have the term with y on my left hand side. So that means I should move this one to the left hand side first before I proceed. Okay, so let us move it to the left hand side. So dy over dx minus 2y is equal to e to the power of 2x. So now I already have something with y, and the coefficient of dy over dx is 1. This is also 1. So let us compare both of them together. So px is equal to, so the coefficient of y, negative 2, qx is e to the power of 2x. So calculating integrating factor, Vx. So this is e integrating Px dx. So Px is negative 2. So e integrate negative 2 dx. So this one is e negative 2x. So we are simply integrating some constant. So negative 2x. Substitute into the formula. So Vxy equal to integrate Vx qx dx. So Vx is e to the power of negative 2x multiplied with y equal to integrate e negative 2x is our integrating factor. Qx is e to the power of 2x dx. So since both of them are having the same base, you can actually add the index. So it will become e to the power of 0, which is simply 1. So we only need to integrate dx. In the meantime, over here, e to the power of negative 2x, I can actually change it to become 1 over e to x multiplied with y. Integrating dx, that will simply give us x plus with c. So this is y over e to the power of 2x. So to have y as the subject, So that means this one will be e to x plus with c. So this is a general solution. Since the question gives us some value of x and y here, therefore we need to substitute to find out the value of c. Okay, so when x is equal to 0, the y is equal to 4. So let us try to substitute. So 4 is equal to e to the power of 0, 0 plus with c. So e to the power of 0 is simply 1. And then I have 0 plus c. So 1 times c is simply c. And I know that c is equal to 4. So that means y is equal to e to the power of 2x multiplied with x plus 4. And this solution is known as a particular solution because we have a value of c.